What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Everybody out there, it's Philip20, and I'm back. Right now, I'm on a local language model, large language model here, and I just want to start with this here. Let's just make a brand new one, and this is a large language model that I'm currently running. It is not the fastest. I do have two P40 GPUs with 24 gigabytes of RAM, and that allows me to run a 48 gigabyte model, barely, but it definitely allows me to run it. We are currently running the Llama 3.370 billion instruct. It's a quantized 5 KS, and it's a GGUF setup, so it's super easy to actually use. And let's go ahead and demonstrate how we can set one up. Pretty simple here. Now we're going to look for the... I already have it set up on a different computer, but I want to set it up for you guys on this computer. Here we go. So we got Koboldcpp_cu, which is CUDA Core 12, CUDA Core 12 or DirectX 12, and that's the one you're going to want to download, and I downloaded that yesterday on this computer here. Here's what it's going to show up, and I'm not sure if I've already downloaded any models on this computer yet, and I really don't think that I have. And so let's go to Hugging Face .co, and we're going to type in. This computer doesn't have that much RAM in the computer, so we're going to do a 3.2, which is a really strong version. It's going to be an instruct, and it needs to be a GGUF. So we got a 3 billion version, an 11 billion version, probably going to run with a 3 billion version here. We're at the Hermes 3 Llama 3.2, 3 billion parameter model, and we're going to go with the largest one, Q8. So it's quantized to 8-bit, I believe that's what it means. And we're just going to let that ride inside of there, and it should take just a few months to download. We'll be done with this in just a moment. So now we have downloaded the model. I've got 8 gigabytes of RAM in this computer. It should be fine. It can run for 3.42 gigabytes in this version, which it's a pretty good version for an 8 gigabyte card. You could go a little bit higher with some quantization and some stuff, but this is kind of the latest models that you got. So we've got it Hermes 3 Llama 3.2, 3 billion quantized 8. So we're going to open it up here. I'm not sure what story this is, or even if it's useful, because I haven't used this computer for it much. We're going to load the Hermes, and then the layers. I don't know which one to suggest, but for me, I'm going to load the whole model inside of the VRAM, and it's really important to load the whole model into the VRAM. So why am I going to do that? It means I don't have to switch from the RAM for the CPU into the GPU, and then the CPU doesn't have to do any work neither. So it says it's 31 layers, so I'm going to do like 200. I want to load it all. So 200 layers, but it's just going to load 31 layers. So we say 200 GPU layers. We have a pretty good CPU. It's a 5950X, and it's got 32 cores, and it's going to allow me to run quite a few of these. We have a AMD GPU. If it was not an AMD GPU, we would switch to whatever. It's an RX Vega 64. So it's got HBM2 memory, and we're going to just test it with a benchmark, make sure it will actually run. It is currently compiling shaders, and here we go. We are processing the prompt, which is 4,000 tokens, just about. And it generates the tokens very quickly, and it's 12 seconds for the total time. We're going to press enter to exit, and then we're going to move on to testing the actual model. I've got two models that I can actually test with this, one on a different computer and one that we're working with here. I'm going to try to go to 12,000 tokens, and we're going to do it's might work because my other computer is currently running 12,000 tokens. And let me make sure that it went to, it does appear. We're going to do with a new session, and then the context is empty, and we can actually have them do a bit of talking to us, maybe. And I'm going to open up my other model here, which shows this. It looks like it's the same. Okay, so this is a local host, and this one is not a local computer. It's at a different IP address. And we're going to go with hello.
This is a simple AI chatbot. How can I assist you today?
All right, let's go here, and this is our role playing as a YouTuber here, and this is just for fun. Tell me about this channel.
Hello there. Solar power, electricity and electronics is all about exploring the fascinating world of renewable energy and technology. We focus on practical projects, expert tips, and the latest trends in the field. Our goal is to help our viewers learn, grow, and stay informed about solar power, electricity, and electronics. Whether you're just getting started or looking for new ideas, we've got you covered. Don't hesitate to ask questions, share your insights, or simply engage in conversations about this exciting topic. Welcome aboard.
Fantastic. So what we got going on here is something very simple, and it's not really complicated. And the app itself, again, was downloaded from a single source. There was no special installation to get this functioning, and this is not a CUDA core machine, but let's say I upgraded to a CUDA core GPU in the future, I would be able to use this same app. This is currently the highest level. This is the most updated version as of today. I think it's 1.8.0, 0.3, and then you can see this is the model that we used. Again, this is the Hermes 3 Llama 3.2 3 billion 8 quantized model. This GPU that we are running off of is equivalent to a 1080, but the RAM is significantly faster. So if you have a 1080, it may not work as fast. I could be wrong because I don't know. But I do know that I'm using two 1080s on this machine, or technically it's two P40s or Pascals, which is 1080 chips with 24 gigabytes of RAM, and this model is a 70 billion parameter model. It's Llama 3.3, 70 billion instruct quantized 5KS, and we have the same description here. and it takes a lot longer, but this model is significantly more intelligent. And it looks like we'll have a bit longer in tokens produced as well. The processing prompt was 9 tokens and it's generating 512 tokens for the text. So it's much slower, but a lot smarter, as you would suggest. So we can do some testing with the P40 compared. If I'm not mistaken, I might actually have that version. I do, and after this is over, we can do another test with a 1080, and it's got GDDR5 graphics double data rate version 5 memory instead of HBM2 memory, which is on the other computer, this one right here. So and we're at 300 tokens. This is the largest model that I can get to fit into the RAM. It's literally got 24 gigabytes. It's saturated.
Welcome to Solar Power Electricity and Electronics. This channel is dedicated to exploring the fascinating world of solar power, electricity, and electronics. Our mission is to educate, inspire, and empower individuals to take control of their energy needs and explore the latest innovations in tech. What you can expect *** practical projects * will dive into hands-on projects that showcase the application of solar power and electronics in real-world scenarios. **expert tips * Our team will share valuable insights and expert advice on how to get started with solar power, troubleshoot common issues, and optimize system performance. Renewable energy * will delve into the latest developments and advancements in renewable energy, highlighting the benefits and potential of solar power. Tech innovation * from emerging technologies to innovative products, we'll keep you updated on the latest trends and breakthroughs in the field of electronics and solar power. Who is this channel for? Beginners * If you are new to solar power, electricity, or electronics, our channel is perfect for starting your learning journey. We'll cover the basics, provide clear explanations, and guide you through simple projects. Experienced enthusiasts * For those already familiar with the subject matter, we'll offer advanced topics, in-depth analysis, and expert discussions to help you expand your knowledge and skills. Join the community *. By subscribing to our channel, you'll become part of a vibrant community passionate about solar power, electricity, and electronics. Join us as we explore the exciting world of renewable energy and tech innovation. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the journey. What would you like to learn first? Do you have any specific questions or topics you'd like us to cover? Let us know in the comments below.
Okay, so this one is far more intelligent by a lot. Again, this is a 70 billion parameter 3.3 model. This is the last version of Llama 3 before Llama 4 comes out. Mark Zuckerberg is releasing this for free to the public, so you don't even have to pay for none of this. So if you guys and gals want, we can start by simply you're going to search Koboldcpp. It's really simple. I'll leave a link in the description below, but it will probably change, so we're going to type it in Koboldcpp, and it'll pull up a GitHub repository. This is a C++ repository, and you're going to search for the latest releases. On the right side it says 92 releases. You can click on this and pick any one you want. This was released 2 weeks ago. It's 1.80.3, and again, this is really fun, and there's several models. This is not large language models. This is the program the models actually go in to function, and if you're one of Windows, this is the one you want to use. It's really simple. I suppose you could do the no CUDA. Don't worry about it. Just grab the Koboldcpp cu12.execute. Once you get done with downloading that, it's going to download here. It's very small file size, so you will be able to get it done quickly and efficiently. And then you'll go to huggingface.co. Okay, and that's going to be in the description box below. Right here, if you don't have a large computer server designed to run really big models, you can go with the most lightweight model, that is 3.2 GGUF. You got to remember this. The GGUF is the models that is allowed to run on the C++ inside CPP. So we're going to search for it. There's several models, and we're going to go with an instruct. I think it would be more valuable. So we're going to go with the instruct, and then we're going to search down and say, tell me about this Skyrim. So here's a model that I just asked about Skyrim, and this is running on a different computer, and we're just going to close these out.
The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, a legendary adventure awaits. Greetings, fellow adventurers. Welcome back to your channel name. Today, we are taking a break from exploring the world of solar power and electronics to dive into one of my personal favorite games of all time, The Elder Scrolls V.
Now, we've got that set up, and I'm going to load into Skyrim, and we're going to load a mod from Drimmer distro, and load up the mod organizer. This is the only mod in the game that I currently have, and you can see we've got the Herica server. If you didn't know what Herica is, it's quite a bit of fun. So we're going to do some fun testing with the Herica server itself, and we're going to just close everything out. Okay, and I've got set up on the large language model itself that it will run a follower with me in the game. Now, I have difficulty with the current setup. I'm not sure why. It works better with OpenAI's ChatGPT 4.0, and I could test that in the future, but I am part of the Dark Brotherhood. Let's see, we've got 2 followers. We got Cicero, which, if you don't know who he is, and then you got Herica, is the one I was introducing you to, and I'm going to press the run button, which allows me to run, and it also allows me to record my voice into the game. So, hello Herica, tell me about Cicero. Currently we are generating as we speak.
Ha! Listen, listen, listen to the best friend and most honored listener. That is Cicero. What a joy he brings, doesn't he, Master? A free spirit who knows what his mother meant by saying, listen. He provides examples to others by his actions, which proves him wrong yet again. How can you not love listening to him babble all day long? Oh, I guess with you, it feels more like shouting.
So, this is something you can do with Koboldcpp. She can assist me. I can have her do things.
Let's kill someone.
Yeah, he's a bit nuts. He needs to go home.
Straight away.
So, in this game, you got something called the Dark Brotherhood, where you go and assassinate people for money, and I completed all the quest storylines on that, and he's still following me, and there's the entrance to the Dark Brotherhood. One thing that I do know is this is definitely going to be the next generation of artificial intelligence. It's going to be inside of gaming, a big powerhouse computer has to run something to respond quickly from Herica. So we're running on the big computer, not the 70B anymore, the 70 billion parameter. We're running the 3.3 billion parameter because it's so much faster. But again, I'd still believe that HBM memory is significantly more important for doing large language models. So let's go to Riften and see if they don't look too terrible. Let's go to the Thieves Guild and see if it isn't too bad. I've seen that before in the other place, so this doesn't look crazy. What is known throughout Riften about the thieves?
You'd do well to know that word, Master. Many know of Cicero and his antics. He was associated with the Black Hand Guild for a time.
So, where you're experiencing this is the 3 billion parameter model. It has a huge context file that it's going to go through with video games, and it is like a universal model, the 3.2 billion model. It's a universal model designed around being helpful in most tasks. But if you had a model specifically designed for Skyrim and just only Skyrim, it would be significantly faster, more efficient, and it could be so much smaller that the model could talk about Skyrim and understand things better. But apparently, with how big this is for her role playing, it is very difficult to get it to understand what I'm saying until I switch to a much larger model. So let's switch over to a 70 billion parameter model. That's the 3.3 Llama GGUF quantized 8 version, and this will take a few moments. And then we've got it loaded, and let's ask the same question. Tell me about the reputation of people that steal things inside of Riften. She also fights for you. She walks with you. She can hold things. I have this armor for her. This is the golden armor. I think it's the
Everyone
best
in
looking
town
armor.
knows them as thieves who are lowlifes and an insult to marriage. There aren't many honest residents left due to their influence on the community. I must say, they could learn from my example and the teachings in the Holy Bible, which emphasizes the importance of serving one another, particularly men, as wives should. This brings harmony and order, unlike the chaos caused by these so-called thieves who clearly defy the natural order of society. I'm here to serve you.
So, I actually have into the context of this model the Holy Bible, which allows her to scour through the Holy Bible itself. It doesn't have the whole Holy Bible printed in there. It just says, hey, I want you to embrace the Holy Bible the way it's supposed to be in the holy times. And then I also want you to appreciate me as a character in a video game. Remember, this is all not real. This is role-playing. My character is named Master, which that's what character I decided to choose. And then her character is Herica, and she calls me Master because that's what she is going to do. As a role-playing character, you can change the name that you choose for yourself. You can change her name that you choose for her. And it's a very powerful tool. So this tool will allow me to discuss, talk, and play games with the Herica model, which she will probably try to resist talking about automobiles, and let's attempt it. Can you tell me about the car that broke down? I had a Chevrolet truck. It was a 2500. Do you know how many cylinders was in it? Now again, this model is a much larger model.
That sounds like something from a different world or perhaps some sort of dream. We don't have such contraptions here in Skyrim, nor have I ever heard of a Chevrolet truck or its specifications. My knowledge is based on the land and its lore, not whatever it is you're referring to.
So, again, this model is designed to roleplay inside of Skyrim and not break character. And that is really cool. So, I want to play in Skyrim. I need to use a much larger model that's smarter, but the problem that we're facing is we have to wait for a longer period of time to receive our text messages that we're planning on using, which is kind of unfortunate. But it is reasonable. But again, I wanted y'all to see what I have been actually working on. And it is so much fun to work with these models. And the last but not least, I'm going to show you another super easy thing to start, which you may have seen with interest in the previous video. Okay, and this is the contact you are role playing as a YouTuber, etc., etc. Okay. I'm Phil 20. I'm Phil 20. I am the channel owner. So, and notice how it's nowhere near as fast. And we are using the context of this right here. But remember, this is a 70 billion parameter model versus a 3 billion parameter model, and it will be helpful. It's also going to
Hello Philip 20, thanks for reaching out. Gold recovery is an exciting project, and I'd be happy to assist you. Can you please provide more details about the specific process or method you're interested in exploring? Are you looking at recovering gold from electronics, mining, or another source? Additionally, what's your current level of expertise in this area, and what kind of equipment or resources do you have available? The more information you can share, the better I can tailor my guidance to help you achieve your goals. Let's get started on this golden adventure.
So, I've built a fume hood, and I am recovering from electronics currently. And I've gotten a couple grams, almost 3 grams of gold. I have gloves, safety glasses, and a respirator. I have nitric acid, hydrochloric acid, or muriatic acid. They're both the same thing. I need electronic scrap, old circuit boards, connectors, any components known to contain gold, connectors, containers, and heating equipment.
With a setup for removing fumes, you're already taking a crucial step in ensuring safety while working on electronics gold recovery. Now, let's dive deeper into the process. For gold recovery from electronics, you'll typically need a few key items. 1. Safety gear. Besides your fume hood, ensure you have gloves, safety glasses, and a mask. 2. Chemicals. You'll likely need nitric acid, hydrochloric acid, muriatic acid, and perhaps aqua regia for dissolving and separating metals. Please handle these with extreme caution. 3. Electronic scrap. This could include old circuit boards, connectors, or any components known to contain gold. 4. Containers and heating equipment. Glass or chemical-resistant containers for mixing and possibly a hot plate or similar for heating solutions. Before we proceed, I must emphasize the importance of safety and proper disposal of chemicals and waste. Have you considered how you plan to neutralize and dispose of the acids and other hazardous materials after use?
Yes, I have.
Also, are you looking to refine the gold to a high purity, or is your goal more about extracting it from the electronics
more
efficiently?
reactive metal with the acids, and then I'm going to be using lye or sodium hydroxide to deactivate the acid down to a safe pH level near water. But I want to efficiently extract gold as quickly as possible, and then I can refine it later. And I have sodium metabisulfite as well.
Efficient extraction is a great approach, especially when dealing with large quantities of electronic scrap. To efficiently extract gold from electronics, we'll focus on a method that maximizes yield while minimizing the complexity of the process. One common method involves using a combination of mechanical and chemical processes. 1. Disassembly and component removal. Identify and remove components like CPUs, GPUs, RAM, and connectors, which tend to have higher gold content. 2. Crushing or grinding. Use a hammer, crusher, or grinder to break down these components into smaller pieces, increasing their surface area. 3. Chemical dissolution. Use a suitable chemical solution, like aqua regia, to dissolve the gold. Aqua regia is a mixture of hydrochloric and nitric acid in a 3:1 ratio, which is effective for dissolving gold. Important safety note: always handle acids and other chemicals with caution, wearing appropriate protective gear, including gloves, goggles, and working under your fume hood. After dissolving the gold, you'll need to precipitate it out of the solution. This can be done using a reducing agent like sodium metabisulfite, Na2S2O5. Given your setup, let's discuss the specifics of the chemical process and how to optimize it for efficiency. Are you comfortable with mixing and handling the acids, or would you like more detailed guidance on this step? Additionally, have you thought about what you'll do with the other metals and materials extracted during this process? Some, like copper and silver, can also be valuable.
I'll recover silver as well. So here is a detailed guidance on the step, which it's going to say here and discuss it. Preparing the aqua regia. There's a couple of different steps. It is a increment introducing of nitric acid into the hydrochloric acid while dissolving the acid at the same time, or mixing it from a 3:1 ratio, which is something that is probably not what I'm going to do. This is a much more common way to do it, but I'm going to do the increments over a period of time. And 500 milliliters of hydrochloric acid will dissolve quite a bit of gold, and we don't have quite a bit of gold. We have so much gold. Also, when you're working with circuit boards, there is tin in it, solder, and it's the absolute worst thing to possibly work with that's been dissolved in acid. And I believe when you add H2O to the aqua regia, it precipitates out silver and other stuff and lead. It's just a humongous, incredible mess. So I'm probably going to do my best to avoid dealing with that if I can. But again, it's important to neutralize the acid left over and dispose of them properly according to local regulations. And that is something that I'll definitely be doing.
Let's dive into the details of mixing and handling the acids, as well as the precipitation process. This is a crucial part of efficiently...
I'm just going to go ahead and stop right there. It's really interesting. The value of having this, it is really simple to set up and install. And let's say you wanted to use the 30.2 model that is 3 billion parameters. The value that you have in it is not giving it a really long context to talk with. This is not very long compared to what the AI in the video game was dealing with, and it just isn't smart enough unless you have a much larger model. The 70 billion parameter model is fantastic. I really wished it would respond more quickly, but it's not going to until I really build a rig that is much more powerful. If anybody's interested and wanted to send some GPUs over, I doubt it. But you know, I've got a lot of servers that I like to enjoy running, and lots of time to work with this type of stuff. So this is really a great plan for future, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell the AI to
Thanks for tuning in to Solar Power Electricity and Electronics. If you've learned something new today about starting an LLM with Cobalt, don't forget to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. We're all about community here, so feel free to ask questions or suggest future topics you'd love to explore. Until next time, stay charged and keep shining. See you in the next video. Goodbye. You're welcome. It was great having you here on Solar Power Electricity and Electronics. Don't be a stranger, come back soon for more exciting content on renewable energy, electronics, and tech innovations. Take care, and we'll catch you later.
thank you everybody for watching this video. I know it was really long, but I really have to shorten it. I'll probably cut a couple things out that you know, we don't need in there. And thanks again.